Hi and welcome. I'm Fiona Japoris and I'm here today to talk about my blog for the week. This is hashtag Follow Up Friday, and each week what I do is I bring a topic to you. I talk to you about it during the week, and then on Friday I answer any questions you've had. So welcome. It's Friday. It's a windy old day and it's a bit cold in Sydney. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. This week's blog was inspired by a client who felt like there was an upper limit, something that they saw in themselves, that they were happy with what they were doing, but they were earning good money, they were in a really positive place, but they weren't happy. Their spiritual health, their contentment with life was low. And I talked about a book by Gay Hendricks, which is called The Big Leap. And it's about this concept where there's 4 zones that you can work and live in. And you've got the zone of incompetence, which is where absolutely this is not your thing to be doing. So my example is, I would not build a pool. I am not a pool builder. I have no knowledge on that space. It is a zone of incompetence for me. A zone of competence is a space that you can work in, that you don't necessarily work fast or efficiently, but you can do it. So during our COVID lockdown, I painted our front door. It took me hours. It was very fiddly. Can't say the result was amazing, but so in my zone of competence, I can do it, but is it the best way to spend my time? Maybe not. The third is the zone of excellence, and this is a hard zone to move out of, because in this zone you do what you do very well, you're rewarded financially, you're happy with what you do, but absolutely does it make sense to keep staying in that space? And you might feel like you want to actually do more, but you can't. It's hard because you are paid well and you're good at what you do. So you are in this zone of excellence. And that's where I was, in this space where I went, I'm well paid, I'm good at what I'm doing, but am I happy and content? And I knew I wasn't. And that requires a lot of faith and confidence and a lot of breaking down limiting beliefs. So the next zone is the zone of genius. And this is where you're in flow, life is abundant, and you're using your unique qualities and capabilities and strengths every day. And this is where we all want to be. And I love this concept in this book. It's a really, fabulous way to look at your life and go, am I where I want to be? Am I in my zone of genius? With what I'm looking at, could somebody else be doing this better than me? Am I right in saying I'll spend 5 hours painting a door when somebody could do that in 45 minutes and do a better job? And in that 5 hours, I do something that's about my role. So I wanted to share this. A couple of questions that came throughout the week was, how do I know? When you're happy, but there's an air of discontent. You just know you're not where you should be, and it's just not feeling like it's your space. This is where I help. I'm a master therapist in CTC, and I'm a mindset coach. And we look at what's holding you back. Why are you feeling the fear of taking the big leap? Why are you worried about what's the next step? How do you actually feel like, set yourself up to be successful as well? Because you have to be financially responsible and fiscally look at things as well, and also what's right for the family. But there is always a way. You just need to sort of show yourself the way. So in this space, I can help with your next steps and support you when you're taking that big leap. So if you want to know more, please send me a DM. Happy to have a chat, and I've got a complimentary conversation that can come your way. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.